G'day, fellas, and welcome to game number 8 of Outback Octagon number 4. This is the final game for week number 1, and boy, oh boy, is it about to get good, because this is Land Mega Random again. We got it 2 times in a row for these guys, and we got ourselves a brand new biome. I think this is the first time in Outback Octagon 4 that we've actually got one of the requested biomes, so apologies. I love the new biomes, you guys will know, and unfortunately we haven't really seen much of them. So I'm going to have to go through, correct the handbook, and say these are the following biomes that are allowed to be played, and then it'll just be the new ones. Now, unfortunately, when it comes to the biomes, we didn't get the best one. That's okay. It's still a nice biome, but we have not enabled dark mode. I'll say that right now. Anyway, we got some early decisions coming out for players. Can we just also compliment the fact, like, how good does this sacred site look? I don't ever remember having these little things around the outside, but it looks really nice. Anyway, let's introduce our players. Spawning in the north of the map in the color blue, playing as... Who have we got here? We've got the Chinese. Oh my lord. We got the Chinese, ladies and gentlemen. It is Ayyubids. Boy, he's gonna be one to watch. Normally we go clockwise rather than counterclockwise, but today, considering their proximity, we'll do it. In the color orange, playing as the Delhi Sultanate, it's Core. He's definitely drawn the short straw today, hasn't he, Core? To his west, in yellow, playing as the brand new Tughlag Dynasty, the Delhi Sultanate variant. These two are going to be fighting for sure. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Baltoon. To their south, in the middle of the map, in the color cyan, playing as the Knights Templar. We've got Wham 01. Now take a look at one little detail. We've got one sacred site here, a second sacred site here, and a third sacred site here. What do you think Wham is planning to do this game? I'll give you a hint. It's something to do with sacred sites, because he's playing Knights Templar. So keep an eye out for him. On the right side of the map, in the color pink, playing as the English, we've got CSO. In the south of the map, isolated, away, and oh my god, what a god tier spawn. This is so nice. Oh, this is so nice. In the color purple, playing as the Japanese, we've got Corvinus 1. To his west, in green, playing as the Malians, it's Zertan. And finally, in the color red, playing as the Holy Roman Empire, opening up with a double farm opening. Interesting choices already. It's Vortex. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Land Mega Random. A pleasure to have your company here today as we embark upon the last game of the first week of the 4th Outback Octagon. There's a lot of numbers in there. There's a lot of facts in there. But of course, there's going to be a lot of fun in here as well because... well, it's Land Mega Random. They're locked in. They're not able to go anywhere. And of course, there's a lot of wood. There's going to be no complaints about wood. I think, was there a map? I think there's a map on the ranked pool that's got like a real distinct lack of wood. I remember playing it and just thinking, where's all the wood? Maybe. Anyway. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about what we can expect to see today. So, who's going to be going out first and why is it going to be Core? Now, the reason it's going to be Core is because... let me explain to exactly why that is. Core, he's a smart gamer, but the trouble that he's got is he's got to pick a fight with somebody. That might be with Ayyubids. It could be with Baltoon. However, that fight, it's not going to end well. It's not going to end with him losing. It's just going to end with nothing really happening. And then there's going to be a third player that's going to come along and he's just going to end him immediately. That's my suspicion here. So it's one of those things where it's like, he's damned if he does and damned if he doesn't. He's got a decent spawn. It's just that his positioning here is not particularly favorable. So it sucks for Core. We're going to put him up as our suspicion for first eliminated here. When it comes to the best spawn here, I think that there's a couple of potential candidates. Number one would be CSO, playing the English on the east side of the map. He is isolated and far away from people, but still close enough to actually be annoying. So if we see maybe a 2TC... wait, is that a council hall? Sir, are you making a council hall? I guess it kind of works. I always like the Abbey of Kings here, just mainly because, like, if you go Knights in Castle Age, you can always just bring them back and repair or heal them. You can't do that here, though. So Interesting decision, but we'll see how he looks to play. I don't think he's going to stay feudal. 2 TC fast castle into English knights makes the most sense to me, but we'll see. We got Wham in the middle. Another interesting position where it's like he's central, but there's no one close to him. So this is not a terrible spot. The only trouble is if people get bored, they'll just start attacking him. So that is also a factor. The only other thing I would say is, like, I like Corvinus's spawn down here, but he's also neighbored with Zertan. And, like, one thing you got to know about, like, Zertan, Vortex, all of these guys is they love aggression. Like, they often forget they're playing FFA and they just want to play, like, they just want to kill people, dude. That's how they roll. And it's like, hopefully Zertan goes up towards Vortex and not down towards Corvinus 1. At least that's what Corvinus 1 is thinking. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to say right now, candidate for best spawn, we're going to go with CSO. Worst spawn, we're going to go with we got to go with Core. Good luck, Core. You're in the pocket, my friend. Now, I will also just say, it depends on the level of player that you are. We have seen some players in positions that we suspected were not going to do particularly well. I'm thinking a couple of games back, we had this one guy, you may have heard of him, his name's Beastie, and he was amongst the demons. There were so many people that were neighbors with him, and somehow, through the fire and the flames, he actually managed to survive for more than 10 minutes. And, well, I'm not going to spoil the game for you, but I think you should go back and watch it. It's objectively the best FFA game that we've ever seen. Yeah, it was pretty good. Barbican coming up for Averley. A conservative Barbican. Can I just say this is a conservative Barbican? If somebody did this Barbican to me, I would be thankful, right? Like, this Barbican says, don't attack me. I'm not attacking you. That's what this Barbican says. This Barbican says, I just want to chill out. Oh, that's an archery range. This Barbican says, I'm going to Jukunu rush you. Oh boy, it's about to get heavy. Let's check in and see how Baltoon's doing. Our main focus is going to be up towards this top part of the map because, well, this is probably where it's going to be cracking off, isn't it? All right, let's check in. Now, down towards this east side. Second TC coming up with a bit of a sigh of relief for me for CSO. We didn't see him go for that second TC early on in the previous game, but the fact that he's adding it in here is a good sign. Meanwhile, we've also got, is Corvinus 1 just going straight Castle Age? Yeah, he's just going straight Castle. Single villager into the Castle Age. Look at the timing on this as well. He's going to click up immediately, drop that bad boy down. How's he doing for relics? 1 immediately in the bank. Love it. We got a second relic. 3rd and 4th relics up towards this western flank. 5th relic. 6, 7, 8, 9 relics, 10 relics at the top of the map, and the 11th relic in the middle. So, once again, the map has spawned every single relic, and that's going to be favorable for people who like relics. Civilizations like the Holy Roman Empire. Whether or not we see him actually do that, though, is a different question. He's got, I mean, these are good relics for him, so we would probably expect him to do that. Interestingly, what is he doing, though? I don't know what the play is here for Vortex. Is he getting upgrades? Is he? He's getting wheelbarrow. That's weird. Why would you get wheelbarrow? Shouldn't you be just rushing up to castle, my friend? Anyway, something to think about, something to discuss as the game progresses. Oh, look at this. The hidden blacksmith as well. The hidden blacksmith gets scouted by Core. And you know Core is going to be asking the question, why are you making a blacksmith? Why is there a blacksmith? You're playing the Chinese and make a second town center. You put down a bar. Oh, there's Jukunu. Okay. And now he knows, all right, it's going to be one of those games. It's going to be one of those games. You know the surprising thing here? I will say this. It's not Core attacking them. Normally, it's Core that's doing the attacking. Look at Core. Core wanted to just make a second TC, dude. Core was happy to vibe out and make villages this game. Oh, Core. You have come to the wrong neighborhood. And I love this worker elephant just completely ignoring the fact there's a town center right here. They can just do it. They don't care. They just let you do it. Just grab them by the sheep. Just boom. Second TC also going to be coming up here as well for Wham in the middle of the map, beginning to move out here. Cow number as well, climbing for Zertan. Looks like he has not opted to play his typical aggressive style that we see coming out. Meanwhile, on that south side, oh, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Ladies and gentlemen, are you seeing what I'm seeing? We've got the Temple of Equality. This is a landmark that we very rarely see from the Japanese, and that's because the Japanese have got a much better, well, arguably much better landmark in the floating gate. It's a very good landmark. It gives you access to the Yorishiro, which allows you to gather resources or build things faster, like the Mounted Samurai, if you put it in the stable. It's a really nice landmark. But the Temple of Equality, let's talk a little bit about this and what it actually does. Because while the Japanese are an OG civilization, you've probably seen them plenty of times, you haven't seen this landmark very often. So, oh, this is going to be a good game. I can already see it. I'm smiling right now. Produces Buddhist monks and contains unique Buddhist technologies. Buddhist monks provide support in combat by decreasing enemy damage with Sohei's Sutra and by enhancing damage of allies with Buddhist conversion. So, number one, you're reducing the damage of enemies. They cast this debuff on enemy units and it reduces the damage that they do, which is very good in FFA because you've got high damage units like knights, like lancers running around and just dishing out a whole bunch of damage, and they stop that. Second of all, you've got that Sohei's conversion, or Sutra's conversion, which allows them to... Excuse me, I'm just watching as the relics are getting taken away here. You can see he's stolen a relic and he's trying his best to get it out. Not going to be happening today. Poor Core. So that's the first component. The second component is that you can buff up the damage through that conversion. The third one is that these guys generate gold. He's actually already picked up the upgrade for it, but they generate gold. Each one of these is going to be slowly contributing gold. If I remember correctly, yes, Zen has been picked up. I think it only costs... It's a very affordable upgrade. I think, what is it, 300 wood, 200 food, something like that? All right. Core. Now, in the north of the map. Poor guy. I mean, this is just one of the consequences, right, of, well... When you spawn between this many players, it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. And it's rare that it doesn't happen. But today it is going to happen. We've got our first fortress coming out. Let's take a look and see the pilgrims. What number are we hitting? Only 77 gold. And this is the other thing I was going to mention. When you spawn really close to to all of the sacred sites, you don't have any good pilgrim locations. Like, this is all he's getting. And this could be double. And so that is a bit painful. But now, Jukunu moving forward. Let's see how they do. 2 armor coming out for the healer elephants. The Jukunu going to be forcing back the healer elephants for the moment. He could just be keeping an eye on that town center. He may potentially look to reposition and see if he can grab that king. Villagers now, yeah, you can see exactly what his plan is. Baltoon looking for this 100%. Villagers trying their best to escape out to the country. Jukunu able to work down the first of the healer elephants. Second one now going to get focused down. Not quite enough to 2-hit just yet. Town center coming out. Vill's coming back into repair. Core, unfortunately, going to be eliminated once again. He was caught in the middle of it. The king about to pop. The moment that king is out, here he goes. There he's on the land. He gets focused. The elephant! Oh, it was so close. Oh, the elephant. Did you see the amount of health that king had right at the end? Core's king, it was sitting on about 3 health for a split second, and that elephant was digging its tusks in. But in the end, the kill goes over to Averly. I'm 99% sure that he picked it up. We'd have to double check. I think because he got the extra 50 pop, right? Unfortunately, Core, in these circumstances, I mean, it's just one of those really hard positions. How do you get out from that? You know, it's very much dependent on the decisions of your allies, and I don't know how you can really get away from that. Like we saw, as I mentioned, a game earlier where Beastie managed to make it through the fire, through the flames, and he wasn't attacked. He was very fortunate in that he wasn't attacked. And, you know, we can't say the same for Core here. Maybe it was just a little bit too close for comfort. Because, arguably, they are quite close. They are quite close. But, look at this. We've got ourselves a little bit of doubling down. I love this from Averly as well. Averly just pretending he's playing 1v1 right now. We got the triple range out, actually quintuple range out right now. He's got 5 archery rangers pumping out Jukunu towards this position. And this is such a cool strategy as well, because he just keeps doing this exact thing, and he doesn't have to change up. He can just keep rolling this as long as he likes. The trouble is he's going to eventually run into someone who's a little bit bigger, a little bit too scary. With what he's got, though, you got to remember, he's playing the Chinese. He's already got 1 kill. That's enough when you're playing the Chinese. A second kill? You're just making yourself a target right now. This guy does not like elephants. We can say that much. That is absolutely what's happening. He just says, Delhi Sultanate, get out. Tughlag Dynasty, get out. And now he's starting to really put out some damage here. Able to 2-shot these healer elephants. They're trying to work in their damage. Raider Elephant actually not taking that much damage. I think, it's only taking 1 damage here against the Jukunu. The heals are coming in, but not quick enough. Town center getting focused down here by the battering rams. We hear more scouts calling out. Have we got, look at the walls coming up down on the east side of the map. How many T's? Oh, we got a wing guard today. Oh, we got a wing guard today. I love it. I love it. No Berkshire. Wonderful. That gives a little bit more flexibility over to CSO. We'll check in with him shortly. I can see someone commenting in chat. Maybe Core needs to purchase some coaching. That's an interesting point. All right, Knights Templar coming through. You shouldn't be so rude to Core. He's undoubtedly a very good coach. I think he's top 10 in 1v1, so like he would know what he's doing. Battering rams cleaned up. Wham 01. You know what? This might seem like a weird take, but Wham 01 might actually be saving Averley right here. Let me explain. If Averley picks up the kill here, he just becomes a bigger target for everybody. Everyone just wants to take him down. I mean, to be fair, he's probably going to get eliminated here anyway, or at least these units are about to get eliminated. But Wham 01 now, he stops Averley and he's like, hey, Averley, you don't want to get this kill. If you get it, everyone's going to come and kill you. Let me get it instead. You know what? That's probably wishful thinking. That's probably wishful thinking. Sofa Warrior's starting to build here. Let's check in and see how players are doing. We've got the Regnants that's up. How many relics did you end up grabbing, Vortex? He's got 2 relics. Only the 2 relics? I think he definitely could have grabbed 3. There must have been one denied by Zertan. Yeah, Zertan's got 2 relics as well. So they're both picked up 2 each. All right, let's check back in on the north side. That king still safely inside the town center. Slowly burning down. The Raider elephants are out. The Templar brothers, they got a lot of armor. And see, this is one of the hard things. When you go Zhuku-Nu only, there's a part of you that really wants to just commit to the bit like Faye does and just make only Zhuku-Nu. But in your heart of hearts, you know you need spears. You're like, I can't. Like, there's no amount of Zhuku-Nu that this is going to work with. Like, maybe if we had like 300 Zhuku-Nu, then it could work. But like, the Templar brothers are a bit too strong. Numbers are really building here as well for Wham. Wham looking quite nice in this position. Central, sacred sites. He's got 2 of the sacred sites. Hasn't captured the 3rd. Obviously, if you capture the 3rd, that's a bit of a trigger. You don't want people to be jumping up and down and saying, hey, he's got the sacred sites. We need to take him out, guys. You want to try and keep your cards close to the chest. It's just about the gold. That's what you're doing. You're generating that gold. Look at this. Another fortress coming down for him over on the stone here. He is really looking to build up position in the middle of the map. This first kill for him could be massive. Spears now looking to align themselves with the defense of Baltun. Baltun now finding an unlikely ally in Averley. At least for the moment. Oh, there's a 3rd contender. We got ourselves a few sharks in the water here, ladies and gentlemen. Vortex now realizing, hey, you know what? I could take that kill. And all the spears are coming through. Now, who's got the ranged units? We've got the range units over here. There's not a lot of them, though, so don't expect to see a one-shot of a king coming in. Baltun holding the line. Ville's defending, repairing the town center. Outpost going to get thrown up instead. He says, you know what? Let's do an outpost instead. It's a smart move. He could actually... You could 100% go for it right here, right now. This outpost is not yet complete. I think he could have just got the kill right there. Ville's being brought in right now. Averley 100% wants it. Sit on this spot here. Wait for the king to pop. Surround it completely. No, don't let the spears in. What are you doing? Get back there. Look, oh my god, he's just giving away the kill. Don't look, Zhuku-Nu going for it. The kill goes over to Vortex. He gave the kill to Vortex. Not like this. Vortex celebrating right now. Oh boy. Okay, so what was the mistake? Well, the mistake is that this town center, when the king dies, the king is always going to land there. So what you want to do is just park all of your spears right here so that no other spears can get in there. And then you just get the kill. And then there was no ranged units other than your ranged units. It felt like a gimme right there for Averley, but unfortunately he's lost control at the last second. Oh man, you hate to see it. Oh, you know what else you hate to see? Look, oh my god, look at the amount of Buddhist monks he's got. We're seeing it in live or in real time here. Zertan, Corvinus 1 having a fight. Oh, the Ozutsu. We are seeing the Japanese and their true power. Corvinus 1 looking very solid in this Outback Octagon. I'm going to say that right now. He is looking very scary early on in Outback Octagon 4. This is someone to fear. Grand Fulani Corral going to come down. The big cow landmark. Boy, it's going down so quick. These Ozutsu do not mess around. They do not miss. They do not mess around. By the way, what's happening over here on the right side of the map? See, so it's 20 minutes, and you are just having a great time. He is vibing. He's got the walls up. The wing guards in the back. What's our number 1 unit? It's not yet the wing guard footman. Not yet. But it will be soon. Now moving forward. So we've got the Buddhist monks in the back. They're going to be providing this debuff. You can see the debuff above their heads here. Minus 10 damage. Reboldequin in the back also providing assistance. And now starting to work down these landmarks. Corvinus 1 with a combo that absolutely murders here. This number is incredible. King down towards this position. You can see the heals just keeping everything alive. These units are incredible. These are absolutely insane units. If you can manage to get a good roll on here with this, these are game-changing. And now, almost certainly, it looks like the next victim of today's game will be Zertan. King going for a run. Ozutsu says no. And Corvinus 1 picks up 50 pop and looks a lot better. He's feeling incredibly comfortable right now. So this combination is so very powerful. The Mounted Samurai is an already incredible unit. The fact it's got deflective armor, it's got a huge amount of attack. You can see the bonuses that it picks up from the Umabanaman obviously just make it even worse. Worse in a good sense. The trouble that you've got with this is that you've also got the Buddhist Monk, which is debuffing the enemy units. And then you've got, you've got the Nihon, is it the Nihon conversion? The conversion, Buddhist conversion. Which increases damage by 20%, which is good, don't get me wrong. It's just that then it means that you need to have a relic out there and it's kind of dangerous to do it. It's just much easier not to do it. These units heal, they debuff, they generate gold, they do it all. And now, over on the east side of the map, Wham looking to get a little bit dirty here. Plenty of spears, plenty of footmen. You can see this army, this is a concerning amount of units here for Wham. I would be very worried if I was Wham. The one saving grace for Wham here is obviously that king. It is somewhere that is potentially being hunted. It's going to be in the town. No, where is it? Where has he got? Oh, the king's over here in the fortress. The one saving grace that Wham's got is that he can continue threatening to attack down here. Once this stone wall comes up, though, there's no option for that anymore. So this king is under threat by these Templar brothers. And because of that... Oh, no, that doesn't make sense. There's no point in attacking the town center. He's got heaps of landmarks. You don't want to go for that. You want to find that king, and you just want to go straight for it. No boiling oil yet, by the way. So that keep is not particularly strong. He's just kind of throwing his units away at the moment. Stonewall did not come up. Reinforcements should be more than enough to clean this up here for CSO. Keep in mind, he's also got the White Tower here. He can just garrison Vils, repair with Vils. He's got so many options there for it. But now, on the south, we keep an eye out on Corvinus. Let's do a little bit of a kill check. We got +1 for Vortex. Vortex with 1 kill. Remember, he picked up that kill earlier. He shouldn't have, but he got it. We got 1 kill for Averley. 1 kill in the south here for Corvinus 1. Has Wham picked up a kill? I don't think Wham's picked up a kill, has he? I'm 99% sure Wham does not have a kill yet. Which makes things a bit awkward for him. He's a piggy in the middle right now. Still, we've got these pilgrims coming in. Interestingly, no fortress positioned down there. He's got so many fortresses. Look at these fortresses beginning to dot the landscape. Templar brothers still back here. Look at the amount of health they got on them. They need some healers ASAP. You can see the part of the reason why these healers are actually quite nice. It's the fact that they've got that ability to heal. And now that relic inside the outpost is going to be exposed. 1 less relic for Vortex. And we got ourselves... Oh, he's bringing... Oh, my God. He picked up the relic of Vortex. Oh, it's so smart. Now he gets to use his own conversion to boost the damage of all his units. He's bringing his own relics forward. The Nihon conversion. And the town center goes down almost immediately. Over towards the east side. More units working their way through. Corvinus 1. Holy dooly. You got to watch out for this guy. I'm telling you now, this guy is absolutely going to contest the grand finals with all of his might. These strategies are insane. And now he's going to steal the other relic. Now he's got 4. How do you compete? You can't compete with this army, let alone with plus 80% damage. Each conversion is 20% damage. Hold on. Nearby allied units gain an increase of 25% movement speed and 20% damage. It stacks, by the way. It stacks. Keep that in mind. It stacks. You can add more on top of each other. The buff continues adding up. He's got 4 of them. That's not good. He now spots out the king's location. Keep in mind, he's got the Ozutsu. He's going to blast through that so quickly. Where's the army here for Vortex? He's got a little bit of infantry. Down towards the south side. Corvinus 1 still working through it. A little bit discombobulated. There's the conversion. Look at that, plus 17 damage. That's the first one. I don't know whether or not he managed to find any infantry. That's the first one. That buff lasts for 20 seconds. He's going to try again. That's the second one. A buff onto... I don't know whether or not we see it connecting on these guys over here. Palace of Swabia going to go down through. There's another one. I think it stacks, unless they changed it. They may have changed it. Or maybe it's been 20 seconds. One of the two. Look at the amount of healing that's getting done. Meanwhile, towards the middle, Fortress still stands strong. Oh, did he kill all the landmarks? Oh, he just killed all the landmarks. Oh, never mind. Okay, there was never a fight. He just killed all the landmarks. 1, 2, 3, 4. We weren't expecting it. I can guarantee you, I don't think Vortex was expecting it either. Corvinus 1 looking very scary right now. Somebody needs to stop this guy. I'm just putting it out there. And it might need to be all three of you. Like, this is a very scary amount of units. Now, one thing I will say that's kind of working against him is every time he does that Wololo, he's revealing to the lobby, like, hey, look at my army. Look at my combo. Look at the amount of shit I've got here. And by the way, I've also got these insane amount of relics and healers that are back here. Ideally, he'd try and bring these forward as well. But he's now up to 300 pop max, which is a lot. I think he probably just wins this game. Oh my, oh my god, Averly. We forgot about Averly. Averly's still just rocking along. He's got 250 pop as well. Keep that in mind. He picked up first blood today on core. So there's definitely a world where Averly is absolutely kicking like a king. I think the question on my mind is whether or not we're going to see CSO actually meaningfully come online in this game. He's 200. He's got a lot of resources in the bank, but we haven't really seen him progress. He had a wonderful opening, the 2TC opening into the White Tower, but just didn't really look to make a connection with anybody. But now, Corvinus definitely going to be switching things up a little bit for these players on the north of the map, saying, hey, you've been passive for a while here. How about we switch it up for you? Maybe give you a little bit of aggression. Let's check in and see how he's doing. Look at the stone walls that are coming up. He is taking his defense very seriously here. He is completely stonewalled in, also throwing down a castle as well. Taganashima Gunsmith in the back. It's not Taganashima. Taganashima, I call it. It's Tanagashima. Tanagashima. I still prefer Taganashima. It just rolls off the tongue a little bit better. Taganashima. Tanagashima? I can't say it like that. Ozutsu now taking out the wolves. Not the wolves, anything but the wolves. So many units here. Has he brought his healers? Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. 95 priests coming up the rear. Sorry, Buddhist monks. Excuse me. Now, is there anybody that's going to potentially contest this? Because this is going to be over very quickly if Corvinus 1 picks up this kill as well. He's already 300. Like, they got to start working together right now. They need to call it out. They need to say, hey, we need assistance here. Springald's going to try and tee off, but keep in mind, these mounted samurai don't care. Another relic to pick up and throw in. I don't see any more relics that he's brought with him to the party. No, never mind. He's got plenty of them back here. He's just not got them in the control group, and the mounted samurai run through. Where's the king? Where's the king? There's the king. There goes the king. And Corvinus 1 says, hey, I'm winning this game. Don't even try. Don't even try, ladies and gentlemen. So you might be wondering a little bit about what's going on here, how this is happening. What is Corvinus 1 doing? Let me turn that chat off for you. So this is part of the reason, the genius of this landmark right here. It changes everything for this civilization, because now all of a sudden you can produce this unit, the Buddhist monk, and it generates gold for you. Yeah, that's right. It generates gold for you. At 25 gold a minute, I think it works out to be. Yeah, 25 gold every 60 seconds. So that's that 25 gold that you see coming through here. Now, it might not seem like much, 25 gold a minute. It's less than a villager gathers, much less than a relic, but he's got 115 of these. So when you've got 115 of these generating gold, like, have a look at the amount of gold he's got coming through. 3,600 gold per minute coming in right now. And a lot of that is going to be because of this. You've got 25 times 100. That's 2,500 gold coming through per minute here. And because of that, it's almost like a little bit like a Ponzi scheme, the way that it works typically. Because you start off and it's just like, okay, if we can get 10 of these bad boys out, all converting, or like giving us gold, then we can use that gold that it's generating to generate more of them. And then we generate more gold, and then we buy more Buddhist monks, and then we generate more gold with the gold that we're generating, and we get more. You can see now he's generating, he's got 121. It just keeps going. And next game, we're going to be generating even more, and we're going to get even stronger returns for investors. It's going to be incredible. All right, all sacred sites now taken by Corvinus 1. He's in a strong position here, and I think even at this point, if they tried to 2v1 him, he will still win. I don't think there's really anything you can do here. Even if you coordinated your armies, this army is way too powerful. This is probably one of the most powerful armies that we've seen in Outback Octagon. Like, if you were to think about power level of an army at any specific point in time, this is a 350 pop player, 270 population of army, all converting. Like, the economy is here on the front. He's got the relics as well. Mounted samurai going to help. Let's see how well he's able to do as a keep goes up, and very quickly will be going down. There's the first of the Wallalols. Damage bonus going over. Does he offer a second one? Does he get it? Kills off a couple of the units, picks up a few of them as well. Throws in a second. Let's see, do we get it or not? No, I think it only hits once. They must have changed it. You used to be able to stack these bonuses all the way up. Two more coming through right here. And now Corvinus 1 into the back. Ozutsu just blasting through the stone wall. The sooner he takes him out, the easier it is. Another Wallalol on the defense. You can see how many are back here. But that final kill now coming through on the king. Good night, sweet prince. Boom, boom, boom. Corvinus 1 takes another name. And now, there is only one standing in his way. I will say right now, this opening week of Outback Octagon has made a couple of players shine strong. Players that we already knew were potential winners when it came to Outback Octagon. And I think one of them that is standing out very clearly right now is Corvinus 1. This is looking incredibly scary. And I think people are going to be taking notes here. Anyone who's watching this is going to be going, okay, you know what? Temple of Equality? At least initially, it's slow on the tempo. But boy, oh boy, you get a kill or two, and it's super scary. Like, guaranteed gold. Literally infinite gold. You don't have to worry about gold. Like, he's not gathering. He's got 3 villages on gold. This is the same. Is it the same starting gold? No, it's not. So he's gone through this gold, and, like, that's it. Like, you don't have to think about gold. So now Corvinus 1. You know, we're talking about the fact he doesn't have to think about gold, but he says, well, we got to kill the wolf camp to pick up the 150, if you don't mind. We'll make a little pit stop. So how does Averley win this game? He's got a couple of ways. Number one, I think the best option for him is to go for a snipe. You have to go for a snipe on the king. But the trouble is this. Yeah, he's double layering. So even if you were to break through the outer shell, you can't break through the inner shell, because any rams that you've got will just be killed. And you can see that's exactly what's happening here. Like, we've got the spearman. He can come down, make battering rams, and break through the first shell, but like the first layer. But any subsequent layer, you've got the villagers that are going to help defend. You've got so many more reinforcements. And the tempo of this army with the Ozutsu, that's the other thing to remember, is Ozutsu are quick, right? Like 1.0 movement speed, they don't stop. They're not falling behind in the same way that normal siege does, except when they get stuck on a single sacred site like this. But yeah, you've got a lot of mobility with this army. But behind the scenes, it looks like just a couple mounted samurai together with some heals should be more than enough to clean up this attack, and any potential threat is shut down. And now it just becomes a waiting game. Corvinus has got 2 ways he can play it. Does he just sit on the sacred site and say, come at me, bro? Or does he just go finish off his... Oh, that's an interesting decision. As I said, like, the one question I've got is, how do you get through that inner layer? The Tanegashima Gunsmith. I can't say it like that. I gotta just say Tanegashima. The Tanegashima Gunsmith is at the back, together with the castle, inside the stone walls, which means you can't go for a landmark victory. And it means that you can't kill the king, as long as the king is here. I mean, the king will move here from the Shogunate castle as soon as he needs to move. That's the other thing to remember. He's probably just not doing that, because if you show that you've got this castle at the back, then you can assume that with that castle at the back, it's going to be walled in. Whereas right now, Averley doesn't know that. So there's also an element of strategy in here that he is not revealing to him his final defense. Because if he was to put the king inside the castle, then absolutely, now Averley knows, okay, I need to come prepared. I need to have at the very least, you know, battering rams. I need to have some form of siege down here to do this. But we do see him making moves down here. Outposts are coming up for defense for Corvinus 1. There's a few cows over here as well, but we do see he's got the outpost looking to keep that coverage up, that line of sight. And I think he's already spotted it out. You can see there's scouts that are on standby nearby here. And now they're making their way. I love the fact that he's brought the Imperial official as well. So this is not a mission. We're just doing some hunting. We're looking for boars. But Corvinus 1 now finds this, shuts it down straight away. And it looks like he might just play this game out safely. Not looking to really push in. I mean, do you want to push into this? Are you going to potentially throw the game? I mean, it's not really a throw. You're 400 pop against 250. But still, right? Like, if you've got a way to guarantee win in basically saying, come to me, are you 100% going to risk that? I think it's a smart move on the side of Corvinus. All right. Cav going to try and find a way through. Will be met with stone walls. And not much that they can do. More fire lancers coming in. Yet to receive their upgrades just yet, but it doesn't matter when it comes to torch damage. Just keep that in mind. Torch damage is based off the age that you're in. The moment you age up, the moment that torch damage, or the torch damage will increase. The only thing that really changes is that you get a little bit of extra health. So fire lancers, you definitely don't need to upgrade them. It's also got Yuan Dynasty powering up the speed of these units. So they're going to be a lot harder to catch, but it looks like Corvinus 1 may be making a move towards the north here. It's got a lot of relics here on standby. Holding them safely for the moment. Fire lancers continue to move around the edge. No villagers towards this side of the map. That's the other thing to note. They've all been cleared up. We got a little bit of long distance mining gathered. These ones were completely shut down. Where were they? They were somewhere in this region. Yeah, right here. So now the mounted samurai. 98 mounted samurai on the field at the moment. Defense for Avely is just literally spearmen. He's still not yet maxed. I mean, he is losing a lot of units. That's probably why he's not maxed. Because he's losing units, and as he's losing them, he is, well, he's trying to replace them. So it's just spears for him. So how do we see him? To be honest, I don't know how he wins this. How do you win this from this position? What do you do? I think you could... No, I don't think there's a way. I think Corvinus 1's got every single base covered. I think this is it. I don't think there's any way that he can penetrate this. I think Corvinus 1 just sits on the sacred site and says, sorry, I know you guys want to see a big battle. I know you want to see me go hunt him down, but like, I got to win this bad boy. You got to respect the man. He knows how to do it. He doesn't want any -8s coming through. He doesn't want to be losing out. Sorry, probably too soon. Sorry to all the Corvinus 1 enjoyers out there. Too soon. It could be 10 years after. It'd still be too soon. Fortifying the outpost now, but like, landmark victory is off the table. King Snipe is off the table 100%. And King Snipe was really the only option for him. And it's not like he's playing Joan of Arc, hint, hint, and can just come in the back, hint, hint. It's not going to happen. So at this stage, we just sit, we just watch, we just theory craft. I mean, there's no theory crafting. This is absurdity right here. You can't deal with this. And one of the things that I hope that we see coming away from this is people actually start respecting this landmark. Like this landmark is an absolute behemoth when it comes to FFA. In 1v1, you know, I don't think you really got the population space to make it work. But that's one of the things that really makes this landmark shine is after you get that first kill, like you can see he's sitting on 83 vills. And okay, that's a decent amount of vills, but he's got 400 pop. Why wouldn't he have more villagers? Well, he doesn't have more villagers because he's got 151 Buddhist monks. And these guys are generating 25 gold every minute. So all of this gold that's coming through right now is coming through from these units that are essentially pseudo villagers, but they're also, you know, everything else in between. For the moment, he holds. Avely preparing. Avely at 200 out of 250 pop. He's deleting vills. That's what he's doing. He's deleting vills, so he's going for a big all-in attack here. The trouble that he's got is even if he neutralizes the sacred site, he still has to worry about Corvinus. Like, it's not like if we neutralize the sacred site, we just win the game. If we neutralize the sacred site, we still have to do the rest of the game. So, even, like, deleting vills, it's a valiant effort. The army's going to look great. But it's still half the size of Corvinus 1's. Oh, he became a real runaway here. He really did. And the trouble is, he had so much tempo going into it. Like, after that first kill, the first kill came after, like, what was it, 24, 25 minutes, somewhere in that region. The second kill was, like, 27, 28 minutes. The third kill, 30 minutes. Like, it was, the dominoes fell so quickly, there wasn't time to react. Like, there was nothing you could do. Like, the army was already perfect And it was just, it's so hard. Like, how do you possibly react in time for this? Well, we're about to find out. Averly now looking to commit. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Look at the size of that army right there. Bombards dive in. He's going to go for a conversion at point blank. Don't do him like that right now. He's going to try for it. He gets a massive amount of conversion. You love to see it. Corvinus 1 just really driving it home, deleting out all those troops. Good game. Well, Corvinus 1 playing against easy AI bots right there. Well played to everybody, but unfortunately in the end, the true power of the Japanese has been demonstrated. Incredibly well played there. Let's take a look at the eco count. You can see him hiding out down here. Do we dare look at the military? Wow. Okay. Yeah, about what you would expect. What a performance. What a performance. Thank you, Corvinus 1. That was quite nice. Take a look at the gold. 90,000 gold gathered. And the best part is he exhausted a single gold vein. This guy was absolutely cooking up a storm. He knows all the secret FFA strategies, and that is definitely one that he has shared with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the game. That is the first round when it comes to Outback Octagon 4. I'm going to go check over with our head admin right now and see whether or not we can reveal to you the leaderboard as of this stage of the game, or at least this stage of the games. There's been 8 games that have happened so far. Let's see whether or not we've got it. I'm just waiting for it. Check Averly's base. I can't check Averly's base. Okay, I've just received confirmation. We are all updated. All right, here we go. We'll take a look at the leaderboard. Let's see how we're doing. Okay, coming first with 2 victories. It's Corvinus 1. Second with also 2 victories. Puppy Paw. Beastie. I probably should have mentioned before I came into here. I mean, you kind of suspected, but like spoilers, by the way. Beastie with 1 victory on 14 points. So we're starting to see the field really form here. We've got all of our winners that are up on top. Marine Lord, the closest person to the top of the pack that hasn't won a game yet. So we'll keep an eye on him as we move into the second week. But so far, when it comes to the bottom side of things, there are a couple of players on 1 point that are down there that have picked up a kill. So Voldemar's actually picked up 3 kills, so he's doing a lot better than he was. Like, I think you could add all 3 of his previous event attendances, and he's done better right now than he did in all of those previous ones. You missed out on Averly's base? I need to see it? Okay, hold on. All right, we're still technically recording this video right now for YouTube. Let me take a look and see. Oh, what is this? Hold on. Oh, we didn't see that. Okay, all right. Let me flash this up on the screen for the folks on YouTube. They'll probably want to see this as well. This was in Averly's base. I don't know how we missed this. So big shout out. Let's go over here. Actually, that's not where we want to go. We want to go to here. That's still not where we want to go. Okay. Let me. Apologies. This is a very, very sweet from Averly. All right. This is from Corvinus 1. He sent it, and this was inside the base of Averly. We got a nice little love heart, and then a drongo. Thank you, Averly. That's very sweet. I'm glad that we got to see that. Anyway, on that note, we will leave it there. Hopefully you've enjoyed this first week of Outback Octagon 4. Tell you what, the games have been amazing, and it's been absolutely awesome. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.